superheroes, I'm Super A. I'm at my secret hideout waiting for the next part of God's armor. We already learned about the belt of truth and how important it is to have it close to us. Are you ready to find out the next one? Let's find it out in today's Bible story. But first, let's sing together.
Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. First things first, got the belt of truth. Ayo, ayo. Put on my boots, gotta tell the good news. Ayo, ayo. The armor of God and the shield of faith. Got my sword and my helmet, now it's time to pray. Ayo, ayo. I put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. I put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. First things first, you got the belt of truth. Ayo, ayo. Put on my boots, I gotta tell the good news. Ayo, ayo. The armor of God and the shield of faith. Ayo, ayo. Got my sword and my helmet, now it's time to pray. Ayo, ayo. Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. Now in faith we can stand against every evil plan. Now it's time to be strong. He has won. Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God.
God's people, the Israelites, had disobeyed God. Because of that, God allowed their enemies, the Midianites, to come and take over their land. The Israelites were so scared of the Midianites that they even went and hid in caves. The Israelites needed help, so they prayed to God. God sent an angel to talk to a man named Gideon. Gideon was hiding in the caves too because he was also afraid of the Midianites. The angel greeted Gideon saying, "Mighty warrior, the Lord is with you." Gideon knew how badly he and his people had been treated. He said to the angel, "You say the Lord is with us, then why has all this happened?" The angel said, "You are strong. Go and save Israel." Gideon didn't agree with what the angel was saying. "How can I possibly save Israel? I'm not strong or important." But God promised to be with Gideon and to give him victory. Later that night, God spoke to Gideon and told him to tear down the altar that was built to one of the false gods named Baal and the pole that was built to worship the false god named Asherah. Gideon was supposed to build the right kind of altar where people could worship the one true God. Even though Gideon was scared, he believed that God would protect him and he could do the right thing. So Gideon waited until it was nighttime and then went out and did exactly what God told him to do. When everyone woke up the next morning, they could not believe their eyes. The altar to Baal was demolished and the pole was cut down. In its place was a new altar to worship God. God used Gideon to do great things and gave him the power he needed even when he was scared. Sometimes it can be scary to do what is right, but when we suit up with the armor of godliness, we don't have to rely on our own power. We have God's power to help in any circumstance.
God's people were having a hard time. God was looking for someone who trusted him and was ready to obey him. That was Gideon. Was Gideon scared? Yes, but his love for God was bigger than his fear. That gave him God's power to defeat. Well, superheroes, there is something I need you to say in your super minds and super hearts. Repeat after me. Suit up with the armor of godliness. Great job. Now let's repeat our memory rest with the superhero pose. Put on all of God's armor. Then you can remain strong against the devil's evil plans. Ephesians 6:11. Great job, superheroes. See you next week. See ya.